there we go.
This is the New York Sports Machine on WICR.
And a pleasant good afternoon to you, Kenny Reischmann's
I like that.
opening
You
intro.
sound good. Hi, I'm Anthony Carlo here.
It's always good when you have a tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you always can't be your name, though. We'll work on that.
A pleasant good evening. You know, that's your thing.
That's the one. I mean, I did steal it. I will give credit where credit is due.
Who'd you steal it from?
Gary Cohen.
Does he say that?
He
really?
does, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
Every
notice
time.
that.
Yeah.
You see, for me, it's hi, I'm Anthony Carlo here.
Yeah, well, who'd you get that from?
That was my own.
Not Guy
Believe
Smiley?
it or not. No. Okay. Burn.
All right. Well, we're here together
are
for the
here.
first time. This is exciting news.
This is the first.
We're away from the basketball court.
That's true.
And we're talking diamond now. Not carrots. Not every kiss begins with K, but the baseball diamond for the first time in a long time. And Anthony, we'll get to the Mets and Yankees next week.
Yes, we will.
But right now, we're going to talk about Major League Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
And our new commissioner friend, Mr. Manfred, has left open the possibility of a 154-game season instead of the traditional 162. Opening thoughts?
Opening thoughts is what the hell is the difference between 154 and 162?
There is none.
If you want to set a precedent and change things, bring it from 162 to 115.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not even a big enough difference.
Yeah, I don't know why 8 games is that really going to be the difference? I don't know. I think what the issue is in taking away the game, right?
Yeah.
Is that not a lot of people enjoy the game right now. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't grow up playing the game of baseball, I would not watch it. There's no way. It's so incredibly boring. There's no reason. Who's got the time? Now, unfortunately, I'm a Mets fan, and so who's really got the time for that? Now, so if I didn't grow up playing the game, wouldn't have the time. But the only thing that keeps me interested is the fact that there is 162, and the fact that every night over the summer I know I can watch the Mets play.
Hey, that's a great point.
You know?
Well, you're completely right. The viewership has gone down. Not as many people watch baseball anymore as they used to. And, the thing about that is baseball has a select group of fans. And, you can say that about every sport. You can say that the NFL has a... You know what? You can't say it about the NFL. The NFL is the only sport you cannot say that about because everybody, whether you're man, whether you're woman, is sitting in front of the TV screen when it's the Super Bowl.
It's chaos.
When it's the World Series... Sometimes I almost wish that the World Series was one game because the amount of fans that tune in to the 7-game series is nowhere near the amount of fans who will tune in to the Super Bowl. But if you look at the other sports, baseball, hockey, basketball, to me there's a select groove, if you will, of the fans who will watch the sport. And you're right. Even as, I'll be honest, baseball is my favorite sport.
Yeah, it's okay.
As an avid baseball...
We've all got our downfalls.
Hey, come on, hockey.
Come on.
As
our good friend
Eddie, what's his name again from the fan?
Scazzeri.
Scazzeri says to Boomer.
Who cares
about hockey, Boomer?
Yeah,
Who cares about hockey, Kenny?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what I was saying is, even as an avid baseball fan, I agree with you. There are some nights where I will say, you know what? I miss half the Yankee game. It's okay. They're on tomorrow. But I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that because I'm an avid fan and I look forward to it.
But as a counterpoint to that, my favorite sport is also hockey. So during the winter, I miss, I try not to, but I miss a fair share of Islanders games. But what keeps me coming back is the fact that I missed them. If I don't catch the Islanders on a Saturday night, and I know I got to wait until Tuesday to see them again, I am going to see them on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it goes both ways. It does go both ways. I missed it, but don't worry about it. I can catch them tomorrow, which is a comforting thing. Or it becomes urgent in I missed them and they don't play again for 3 days and I don't know what to do with myself except eat pudding and just sit in my own dirtiness.
Well, I feel the same way though. Well, I should say I feel
about pudding?
No, but not about pudding. I feel though as if I'm watching the Giants come NFL season, unless they're playing on a Sunday and then a Thursday, I'm at a loss
Yeah.
until next weekend.
Yeah.
Because they're really only playing once a week, and it's unfortunate, and it does make you thirst for it more. You want to look forward to it all week, and you're in front of the TV set, whether you DVR it on a Sunday if you can't be there as it's happening live, or you watch it live. You're finding a way to watch that game.
Right.
Now, on the other hand, for avid fans, I think there's also the sense though that they want more. That's why when it's coming down to cutting this baseball schedule down to 154 games, I really don't think anybody would even realize the difference because it's not a big difference.
It's also a lot of games still.
Right.
154 is a big number, more than double any other sport.
Right. But let's speak it in terms of general principle, cutting the season down.
I'm just kidding. Hockey and basketball would still be more.
In terms of what?
Doubled. I said more than doubled. I lied.
I lost you on that whole train of thought.
Math takes time for me.
I lost you on the whole train of
I
thought.
hope I didn't derail you.
No, you didn't derail me. I can remember my thought. What I was saying is, I can't remember my thought. What I was saying is, geez, what was I saying?
I don't remember.
What I was saying is, let's talk in general. General principle of cutting down the MLB season, considerably. Not that it will happen, but if we talk in terms of that, it'll definitely increase viewership, I think. I think that people will make sure that they aren't missing the game if they're not on, as frequently for their team as they used to be. But I also think that the passionate fans, the real avid baseball fans, wouldn't be completely happy with that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you on that.
And I think players would be, in terms of...
I think players would be happier.
Players would be happier because it's, not as much wear and tear on
their body.
But
here's the thing, and this is where I get mad. I get real mad because Pablo Sandoval, who weighs about 1 million pounds, to hit a baseball
right,
and jog around the bases so he doesn't get hurt,
right,
is paid $100 million to do that 162 times for me.
Right.
Just 162. That's it. That's all I ask.
Right. And they don't. Is that what you're going to say?
And are you going to cut that down? Player contract is still going to go up.
Yeah.
So you're going to pay somebody $300 million, Carlo Stanton, to hit 35 home runs in a 110-game season?
Yeah.
No. I don't got time for that. I don't got money for that. I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah.
No. There's no way. Well, baseball is expensive to go to. Not only are the tickets stupid expensive, especially if you're a New York fan and you haven't won a game in 25 years and you're still paying out the nose for a seat.
A New York Mets fan.
And you're a Mets fan. Then you sit there for 4 freaking hours sweating because it's the summer and some idiot decided not to put a roof over 2 stadiums in the middle of New York. And then, so you're sweaty. You're sitting there forever with probably someone you don't want to be there with. Let's all be honest. Nobody wants to be with anybody for that long. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. At the 6th inning, you go, why don't you get a pretzel and come back tomorrow? Because enough of you. And then you've got to buy a pretzel. And if you're of age, you're going to buy an alcoholic beverage. And if you're not of age, you're going to get the souvenir cup because every other cup is a ripoff. So you're spending $30 in the stadium after you spend $30 to get in the stadium 110 times? No, do that 162, and then I'll pay $17 for a pretzel.
You and me are from a different breed, okay?
What, do you have cash? I don't have any cash.
No. What I mean by that is I go to Yankee Stadium, and it's a whirlwind experience.
Every time?
I am wrapped
Doesn't wear off?
I am wrapped up in the aura of it. I am wrapped up, and this may change based on their recent unsuccessfulness, but I'm wrapped up in the stadium, and this just comes from me, what I grew up on, the team I grew up watching, the prestige, the victory, the success.
Yeah, well, I'm a Mets fan.
And my love for baseball. So when I go to Yankee Stadium and I watch Yankee games, I'm very, very much sort of into it, and I couldn't care how hot it was. I couldn't care if they were losing or not. I just love being there.
Okay, let me add a caveat to I'm gonna go. I go to as many Mets games as I can, and I sit in this stanky, hot, gross upper
bleachers?
deck of. We don't got bleachers. We're better than that.
Oh right, you don't have
up in the. We're better than that.
Yeah,
up in the upper bowl of Citi Field.
No bleacher creatures.
No, we're better than that. We don't need those people. so it's. I'll go. I add that caveat that they are my team. I support them for the rest of my life. I always will. I love them, even though they don't love me. and that's okay. I'm okay with that. So that's my added caveat. However, do it a lot. Do it 81 times a year for me. Please. I need them to give back to me as much as I give to them. I own 8 Mets jerseys.
Well,
I go to probably double-digit Met games per season. I am of age, so I do buy alcoholic beverages. I do buy food there because I'm not sitting there.
Without a big old juicy hot dog.
Yeah, I need a little sauerkraut, a little ketchup, maybe a little mustard.
You got to be getting a hot dog at the stadium.
Of course.
If you don't get a hot dog at Citi Field or Yankee Stadium.
Oh, well, now you got to get the funnel cake at Citi Field. It's to die for. Anyway.
Okay.
So back to what I was saying. So I'm going to go. I'm going to do that. But I need you, the Mets, to be there 81 times a year for me to do that.
You mean 81 times at home?
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
I need you to be there 81 times at home.
Well,
if I'm going to pay those prices to do what I do, and I continue to do, be there 81 times.
Here's the thing. If they cut if one day, and obviously we have to understand, we have to keep reminding the viewers here, you're listening to Kenny Reischmann, Anthony Carlo here for New York Sports Machine. We have to continue reminding the viewers that we're talking about this in the context of Rob Manfred deciding that he's going to one day considerably cut down the amount of games that Major League Baseball players are playing. Because right now the talks are very minute.
Right.
It would be from 162 to 154. But if one day they do cut that season down considerably, the prices are only going to go up.
Exactly.
And the prices are going to skyrocket. And you're going to be, as you said, you mentioned this before.
When I was going to 10, I'd be going to 5.
Right. So in other words, what I'm trying to do is understand your point.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is if the prices are only going to go up, I'd rather them be there more, give me more opportunities to go see them, and pay the prices I'm paying now.
Exactly.
Instead of see them less and pay more.
Yep.
Okay, well then I 100% agree with you with that.
Thank you.
100%. And, other than, for the actual viewership on television, here's how we break it down. Less games mean viewers go up.
Yes.
Okay? That's fine and dandy, which
100%.
means stations and, networks covering the teams make more money. The Yes Network would make more money because they're having more viewers tune into more Yankee games based on less games.
Right.
And TV viewership goes up. It's good for the athletes. They're happy with it. They play less games. They get paid probably the same.
Yeah,
probably
more.
That'd be an interesting, point to bring up. Would they get paid more? Here's another fact, though, Ken. What about records?
Screw 'em.
Okay, now records, 162 games have for the majority of Major League history been the structure
They
of
were
the
at
season.
150. No, they were at 154 in the 80s.
Right, but
who cares?
The modern majority.
Yeah, but who cares? What modern majority? Yadier Molina's records?
Well, that's
Jose
true.
Bautista?
Most of them are clouded with steroid use.
Yeah,
anyway.
so who cares? Records are stupid. Records are just there so we all have a reason to be watching.
But Ken, records are, listen, there's a bar. Hall of Famers, they hit 500 home runs or more.
Do they?
They hit, they have 3,000 hits or more. They have over 300 wins as a pitcher or more.
Yeah, but
there are certain standards that are set that you must bypass based on previous players that make you get into the Hall or not. For a record. So say they cut the season down more than it's ever been cut down before, and say, one day we go, maybe below that 154 scale, then it starts to get dicey because you're wondering, wow, could this player have hit, as many home runs, as somebody else who made the Hall if he had more chances to?
Listen, the Hall of Fame is ridiculous in and of itself, and that's a whole new conversation for a whole new ballgame.
That's true.
The Hall of Fame is a total disaster. It's a hall of clowns. It's a hall of debacle. It's a hall of crap. It's stupid.
Easy there.
No,
now. We got
stupid.
some legends in there.
Okay.
Amongst the Craig Biggios,
yeah,
there are some
amongst
legends.
the Craig Biggios and minus the Mike Piazzas because he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Well, yeah.
Whatever the heck that means. Does it say on their plaque first ballot Hall of Famer? No. What it says is Hall of Famer. So who cares if they're first ballot, second ballot, third ballot, 18th ballot? They're going to get in eventually. Might as well just put them in now. So the Hall of Fame, stupid. The people who vote on the Hall of Fame, stupid. Hall of Fame? Stupid.
Wow.
So the records are fun for us because we're weird and we like that. That's not the casual fan. Casual fan doesn't care. Casual fan doesn't care if Luis Castillo steals 33 bases in a season, which is one more than Jose Reyes did on the second Tuesday of March in the rain on the AstroTurf. It doesn't matter.
Right.
We love that because we're freaking weird, dude. That's it. People love simplicity. Simplicity is gold. Simplicity. This is simplicity now, by the way. Golden.
The hands you're motioning that our radio viewers can't see.
Yes.
That's simplicity.
I think they can see.
Well, they can. Well, yeah, that's because we're simulcast.
Yeah, ooh, I like that word.
On television here, but
simplicity.
We have viewers in the car right now that probably can't see what you're doing with your hands.
Well, they shouldn't be on YouTube and driving.
I was trying to sell the moment, Ken.
Well, I'm trying to keep people alive. Okay? You're trying to sell the moment. I'm trying to save lives.
And make us lose viewers. That's what
yeah.
you're trying
All right,
to do.
fair enough. Well, yeah, I am. Keep the season long. Lose as many viewers as you want. I don't care. You're never going to be as big as football. You're never going to be as bad as hockey. And you're probably always going to be better than basketball. So just stay in second place. Get over yourself. You're fine. Embrace it. 2 rules. First is the worst anyway, baby.
America is pastime. That's what baseball is. And I think that based on...
Yeah, and it's past its time.
You know, I think that, well, no. I mean, well, listen, there will always be a select sort of audience for baseball. I think that you have to, it's hard to explain. When you compare it to the NFL,
You can't.
It's the NFL hits a wider range of people.
You can't compare.
Across the boards. And I don't know why that is. I think it's just the sport in itself. And people do get bored when they're watching baseball, and that's what a lot of it has to do with it. Unless you're that select audience who enjoys watching the game and doesn't get bored with it, you are not going to be watching.
Right.
You'll be catching the highlights on ESPN. You'll be maybe changing the channel when the ESPN switches off of the NFL onto baseball, and you'll be happy with your life. But in terms of Rob Manfred making this decision to cut down the season back to 154 games, to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you, right? We're journalists. We need to be honest. We need to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I really don't think it's big enough of a difference to make a difference. I don't think it's going to really impact the game, and I think it'll be a basically a statement to say, oh, I did something. People were complaining they wanted it done. I did something, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, 154 is fine with me. I don't care. 154, 162, who cares?
Yeah,
anything
there's no
under
difference.
140, that's where I'll start to get a little angry.
That's exactly. I'd say under 140, that would be the mark where it would make a difference.
Yeah.
It would make a big difference.
Yeah. All right. I'm cool with 154 is fine. If that's where we're going to go, if you want to do the playing both sides of the coin, I cut the games, but I didn't cut enough to make it worth anybody's while, Rob, then I'm in. Is it Rob or Rod?
Rob. With a B. Rob
like
with a B.
B as in boy.
B as in boy.
Or
Rob.
Batman.
Rob Manfred. Kenny is cool. This is Anthony Carlo. Thank you for listening to the Anthony and Kenny Show right here on New York Sports Machine, simulcast anytime you want to see it. So we'll be back here. Catch us, I don't know when. I don't know when next, but we'll figure out when. Otherwise, if you want to listen to Kenny and his
WICR presents
voice,
another great New York.
That was weird.
another New York sports moment.
Yes.
Great New York. That's me, right? I was just about to lay it out for you.
I'm sorry.
Catch Kenny, the voice of the women's basketball team. And,
all right.
And
you're there too sometimes.
And when I join him for color commentary. But as of now, we're bidding farewell.
All right. Good night, Canada.